Hey there, Melanie Benson here, and let's talk about business brain and if you have it, and is it ruining your business, or maybe the lack of it ruining your business. So, what is business brain and how does it play into your business? So, a business brain is literally the part of you that in your mind understands how to manage your business, how to market, how to sell. And so over the last few years, you may have picked up on the fact that I've been going through a really big evolution. And, over the 15 years that I've been working with mentors and experts and coaches and consultants and online business owners, I was always known for that person who was really good at business, like how to operate a business, how to grow a business, how to expand business. But somewhere along the line, I started feeling like my business brain was at war with the part of me that was evolving spiritually and was having more of a consciousness that wanted to do things in a new way. So there's an interesting conversation that's been happening with a lot of the people who consider themselves conscious business leaders. And that is, hey, what's going on with the business brain and how can I feel more integrated and I don't feel like I have this duality happening? Because sometimes I would literally feel like, okay, there's this old school marketing that I know works. And then there's this part of me that just completely rejects it or feels uncomfortable or feels out of alignment. And I would feel like, okay, so I know how to do it the old way. I don't know how to do it the new way. How do I do this now? And I'm curious, like, have you felt that ever? Like maybe the things that used to work aren't working anymore, or that you're actually kind of trying to call in a new or more aligned way of marketing and selling your business or the offerings that you have in your business. Not that you're trying to sell your business. So how do you integrate all of this? How do you embrace this feeling of duality where the business part of you is like, let's get more done, let's drive, let's get some stuff out there, and the other part of you is like, I just want to rest. I want some space in my life. I feel tired and exhausted, pushing, forcing. And so for many of us, there is an ongoing duality. The part of us that knows how to be good in business, and the part of us that wants something new or wants to have more space or wants to feel more spiritual or conscious, or maybe even just wants to do more of that what we love. So I don't know if I have all the answers, but one of the things that I know has worked for me and for many of the people I'm coaching and mentoring in this process of integrating is really just owning that we sometimes have this part of us that's the business brain that wants to take over and do things the way we've always done it, and wants to have more money and wants to have more success and wants to have the ego-based acknowledgement of being good at what we do. And it's very real. The better you are at business, the more success you've ever had, the more that part of us is out there, right? Like there's nothing wrong with having money and being successful. It's when we do that at the expense of doing what's right, doing what's aligned, doing what feels powerful, doing that thing, that deep knowing that we know we have. So there was somebody I was coaching not too long ago who had become very, very well known in their world, in their marketing that they do. And they just had this call to go into another sector, to do some different work, things that they had learned about being successful. And they just couldn't figure out how to do it and be profitable. So they rejected it. And interestingly enough, they started to lose inspiration and motivation in their business. They didn't really have the enthusiasm to go kick butt and put events out and do big launches anymore. They just couldn't muster up the enthusiasm. So their business was starting to suffer. The money, the cash flow was starting to go down. And so we had to look at how do we integrate the part of us that wants something new with the part of us that... So what do you do in those situations? I'm curious, like, have you found that place where you want to have a better business? Is it war with the part of you that wants to have more space, more time, more freedom, more something that you feel spiritually called to express in this world? So integration, how do we embrace this duality that every single one of us has? We all have duality. We want this, but we also want that. We feel called to express and be more successful, but we also want to have more peace, more freedom, more time. How do we do it all? So first of all, we have to decide that we can have it all. It doesn't have to be an either or an or. I have something that I do in my Money DNA program called finding the overarching umbrella. And this is a little bit of a mindset trick, is finding the thing that incorporates all of it instead of feeling like I have to lose this if I have that. And when we can recognize that there doesn't have to be separation, there can be integration. We can have this and we can have that, but we have to realize there's something else that maybe has to change. The what? Maybe we have to redefine what success looks like. Maybe we have to change what it is that we're offering so that both of the things we want can coexist. Maybe you have to do it a how differently. Maybe how you're going about it has to be upgraded. You have to up-level the way you're doing business. You have to up-level the marketing that you're doing. You have to up-level the way you're enrolling people in your programs. Maybe that has to change in order to not feel this pull of opposites all the time. Maybe you need to upgrade your mindset. Sometimes it's as simple as just saying, I'm limiting myself. I am not allowing myself to have everything I want. I'm limiting myself to having one thing I want, and I'm pushing this other thing away. Because in your mind, you think you can't have both. And one of the ways I see this happen over and over and over again is someone who's really good at their craft, who absolutely is so passionate about their work. Usually this is in a healing type of craft service, or there's somebody, they're very mission driven, or somebody who maybe has had a mindset that money and the work that they do doesn't go hand in hand, so they can't have money if they have this other thing. So you have to realize that if you're pushing one thing away to have the work that you do, you're not integrating. You are rejecting business brain. Or sorry, you are not using your business brain to expand your success in your craft. And it can be as simple as recognizing that business brain isn't bad. Business brain is good. But if you only think with your business mind and you don't integrate your fulfillment, your values, your priorities, your lifestyle goals, the personal needs you have as a business owner, then your business will feel like it's designed to be a trap instead of something that flourishes and expands your greatness in the world. So we have a lot of things to look at oftentimes in order to integrate business brain and this more spiritual, conscious part of us that wants to be seen. So what does it mean to be a conscious business owner? I've tackled this a couple of different times, but it's worth talking about again today, because if you don't know that you're evolving as a conscious business owner, this can be really confusing. You can feel really out of sorts a lot because everything that's important to you is probably changing. No longer will money alone be important to you. You want to have an impact. You want to reach more people. You want to do the things that are fulfilling to you. You may actually start to recognize that the types of activities that you want to do are changing. But almost always, if you're a conscious business owner, you feel that what brings you fulfillment is changing, and the way in which you operate as a business owner is changing. You're going to feel called to do things with more integrity, more authenticity, and you're really going to scrutinize who you are and what you do and your impact and your influence in the world. So when business brain kicks in, oftentimes you think, I don't know how to be this more evolved, conscious version of myself and do things successfully. So again, go back to, am I limiting myself by thinking I can only have one or the other? Am I making money a factor in my success and limiting the way that I could impact things in a more natural, organic way? So here's another little tip that I've learned about integrating business brain is when my business mind is kicked in and it's driving every decision, and I usually will feel like something feels off. It doesn't feel integrated yet. It feels like I'm too focused on getting leads or opt-ins or sales instead of the thing that I want to be, which is be of service and have this great impact with the knowledge that I've accumulated over all these years. So I take a step back and I walk away, and then I think about the thing that I'm trying to do from a place of, if I was on the other end, would I want this? Would it inspire me? Would it pull me in and make me want more? So one of the fastest ways to get out of that duality feeling is to flip it around and say, how would I experience this if I was listening or I was experiencing it? So the third thing that I've learned to do about integrating business brain is to recognize that business isn't bad. It's the way people choose to make decisions to grow their business that feels out of sync with your values when it's bad. So somebody who's all money and isn't necessarily serving can feel bad if you're somebody who wants to be of service. If you're somebody who, your way of doing things is to sell and not worry about whether or not someone's going to get great value, and you're selling to someone whose deep desire is to only work with people that will get value, that can feel out of sync. That's when business brain takes over. I'm doing things just for the money, even though it's not necessarily in integrity or in alignment. So then you have to go back to, what is a way I could do this? What is a way I could enroll people? I could sell my programs. I could, communicate about the work that I do. Go back to your superpowers. So your superpower is the thing that you were born to do. It's the thing that you're genius at. It's the thing you do effortlessly and it doesn't even feel like work. It's the thing that you've probably done since you're a child. And when you market and or enroll or sell from your superpower, you don't feel that duality of business brain and, enlightenment is out of sorts. So find your superpower, know what it is, know how to leverage it in everything that's in your business. And your business will not feel like you're in this war of money versus feeling fulfilled, success against, feeling aligned. It will feel integrated. It will feel aligned. So know your superpower. Find the way to share your message that causes you to be the best version of you. So do you know what your superpower is? And do you know how to, use it in your business in a way that allows you to feel aligned, authentic, and integrated with the best version of you? If not, figure it out and leverage it in all of the ways that you run your business. So I'll leave you with one thought. If you're heart-based, mission-driven person and you're meant to have a great impact in the world, but you feel this duality, it's like, okay, I don't know how to have more success, and I want to do it in an authentic, aligned way, then get some help. I've got a couple of openings right now to work with people to really kind of complete this integration and to help you find that superpower and to leverage it in a really powerful way. You can check out my programs at melaniebenson.com. I would love to work with you if it feels aligned, but most importantly, figure out what your superpower is and how you're going to use it in your business. All right, it's been great connecting with you today. Look forward to connecting with you again next week. I'll bring some more insights into this integration and figuring out how to really soar as an awakened leader. Bye for now.